Play guitar and vocals.
I'm Ulises. I play saxophone and keyboards.
Can you tell me the story of how the band was formed and what the name Ozomatli means?
The band was formed in April. It'll be our 10-year anniversary. And the band was formed in a community center called the Peace and Justice Center in downtown LA. And basically, friends called each other to help this group out who were striking for better working rights. And they would throw parties every weekend. And to keep this place going, we would jam on these parties to collect money for the place. And whoever showed up was kind of the skeleton of what Ozomatli is now. And the name came from our original drummer, Anton. It was his astrological symbol in the Aztec system. And we didn't know what it was all about until Anton broke it out and the Ozomatli stood for, you know.
Why is it important for the band to be an activist group so involved in politics and social issues?
I think we that a lot of us just have that as individuals. You're always involved in some way. I think we get a lot of that from our parents, or just from experience and choices. At a certain age, you know, you kind of start to realize how your actions impact others, how other people's actions impact you, and you know, you have a choice in that. And you know, sometimes I think we try our best to make the right choices, and for us that means, you know, just promoting basic things of human rights, really, and culture, and how it's important that each and every one of us has something important to give, and a lot of times it gets squashed because it's not in the mainstream or something, and we still think that you should go out and do it, you know.
What are the ethnic backgrounds represented in this group?
We have a Jewish member, we have Japanese, we have a lot of Chicano, Mexican Americans, we have Creole, African Americans, we've had Filipinos in the band, we've had Scottish fools, we've had everything, you know. You know, it's for us it's nothing new, because I think we all grew up on that vibe of understanding and being around a lot of different cultures and races.
For those not familiar with the group Ozomatli, what is your music about and what message does it send out?
I think our music is about inclusion, about every individual in this band bringing something crazy to the table, whether it's one guy studied salsa, one guy studied punk, one guy studied, you know, reggae or ska, one guy did this. Everybody brings something to the table, and at the end of the day, when we all make this crazy mix, that's what Ozomatli is in the end.
On some high school campuses, there is a tension between Black and Latino students. How can music be used to help get rid of cultural stereotypes and misunderstanding? Is it as simple as just having a dance and playing different types of music?
I think part of it is those divisions are all an illusion, especially for African American brothers and sisters and us brown brothers and sisters. We're both in the same boat in a lot of ways. Who are the first people to always go to war? It's the brown and the black, you know, and in a lot of ways, it is in the powers that be's best interest to keep us divided, and it is in their best interest to keep us basically fighting over petty shit. Oh, whoops, can I say that? So I think it's really important for African American students and Chicano Mexican students to realize the power that they have if they become unified, especially in the sense that Spanish is one of the biggest languages being spoken here in Southern California. There's always constantly people coming here. um, the history of African American citizens here and what they had to deal with the system. I think the strength of the unity between those two peoples would be unbelievable, and for people to buy into the little things that happen in between them and fight and cause trouble over really what I analyze is just nothing. You have to really open your eyes, everybody, and really have to realize that it's in our best interest all around to be unified.
I think it's like basic respect and understanding. We have to. We're each humans. All of us are humans, and even we have different styles, maybe different cultural traits and beauties, and it's important that I think we recognize them all and try a way to celebrate all of them. It's like I think it's good that there's all these differences in people, and I think we should let those differences live and breathe, and that's what makes it all special to me. And there's already a lot of things that we kind of borrow from already, like music. I mean, God, it's like R&B in the 50s and stuff. A lot of Chicanos used to support that stuff. I remember reading this book one, and Brenton Wood. You know who Brenton Wood is? You ever heard the Oogum Boogum song?
Yeah.
Okay. He's from Compton, and one of the things you have to say, if there were no Mexicanos, man, I wouldn't have a career still, because they all play the old R&B music. If you look at the styles of a lot of rappers and stuff, for me, it's like that's from like a Chicano style. That in terms of the cars, in terms of the clothes, in terms the things that we already kind of relate to, and I think we relate to them on a common experience of economics. We don't have a lot of money in general. And I think that those are the issues that we all face that are the same, that are way more important than the kind of things that we don't understand about each other. We struggle in school because it's a system that doesn't reflect us enough. It's like you don't get a lot of understanding about your community culturally and stuff in school. It's like they give you the U.S. history and it doesn't all make sense because it doesn't all relate. And I think all those things can, people can work toward to making that happen, so that experience becomes one we're constantly learning and respecting one another.